Alright everybody, so a while back somebody left a comment on one of my YouTube videos saying that he had some very rare Citizen Brick minifigures for sale. And actually it's one that I'm actually missing. You guys might remember me doing a video on this Citizen Brick minifigure a long time ago. It's the Citizen Brick Special Operations Commando right there. It's a very rare figure. It's one of only 500 made, and I have one of them. And I got it when I was like probably 14 years old. It was like my first ever custom minifigure. And then we also have this minifigure right here, which is the Jungle Commando. It's like the same kind of series, except it's just a jungle version of like a special operator, and it's also by Citizen Brick. So these are the two that I have, but in one of these two packages, we should have the third one that I'm missing, that you guys might know. You guys might know if you're a real OG in the community about the third Citizen Brick Special Operations minifigure that was released. I didn't buy it, but we should have a third one in here. Let's just open this and see if it's in here. Okay, it's not in this one, but we got a lot of other stuff from him as well. That is actually like super awesome here. Really rare Brickarms stuff and some old Eclipsegrafx stuff in here. We'll open that in a second. And then this is the other package. So we have some items here. And here it is. The Citizen Brick Winter Snow Commando minifigure. This is very rare nowadays, and now I have one of these. What's in here? I forgot. It's been a while since I bought this. Oh yes. And then we have some other rare Citizen Brick heads in here as well. These are super rare, and they are really awesome looking. Here's the card. This is the kind of card that came with all of them. This is like the logo for all three of those figures, and this card has like some cool winter camo on it, and it says number 77 out of 500. So there was only 500 made of each of these minifigures. Put the skis on him. He came with skis, and he came with a camo Brickarms gun right here, a winter camo Brickarms hack, I believe, is what this gun is called. So that is very awesome. Pad printed, all pad printed, because Citizen Brick only uses pad printing. And there is the figure right there, looking super awesome. Very happy to have this in my collection right now. Let's take a look at this in my nice clean background with all the other stuff that I got. And I'm gonna get the other ones out of that case up there because I want to see what all three of these guys look like lined up together, because I've never seen that before. But first, let me show you guys the other stuff that I got really quick. In this bag, we have a bunch of the Eclipsegrafx combat pants. They look really cool. These are a classic design. I'm definitely glad to get a bunch of these in some different colors now. These will be great to use for all the different modern military combos I want to make. And then we have the Brickarms spy briefcase right here with like the original card that came in like the bag that it came in. So this is a very old Brickarms piece that they sold a long time ago. I believe it was kind of modified by hand because like they had to like cut this mag piece and put it in there, and then they had to make the hole in the case themselves because it's just an official Lego briefcase. But yeah, and it's in white. I already have one of these in black. Here's a spy minifigure that I have right here with the black version of the briefcase, and here's what he looks like with the white briefcase here. I do like the white briefcase, I think, a little bit better than the black one. It just looks like something that's definitely like from James Bond, you know, because I feel like James Bond would be walking around with like a white briefcase because it's kind of like it's very fashionable, I would say. And also I just like how you can actually see the gun barrel. Like on the black one, the gun barrel kind of like blends in more. And then here's those three heads that we got. This is the V1 camo head, the first camo head that Citizen Brick ever made. There is a little bit of a mark on his mouth, but that's to be expected since it's very old. This is from like at least like 12 years ago now. And then we have a V1 balaclava head. I love this design. I really wish they would re-release it. These are very rare and sought after now. And then we have a V1 ski mask head as well. This is the first version of this head they made. It has the same eye design as the balaclava head, but this version of the ski mask head I like it because it doesn't have like the lines going down on the actual like a cloth part of the mask, like the new ones have. So it's a much more simple look, and it looks a little more modern military-ish, not so much like a bank robber-ish head, because the way that the lines go down makes it kind of look like a bank robber head on the new ones that they have. And finally, here is the completed set of all 3 Citizen Brick Commando minifigures. These look super awesome together. I'm super happy to have the complete collection now. Even though the Polar Commando was actually one that, you know, I could have bought it back in the day, but I actually didn't, because of course I didn't have as much money because I was much younger, but I also just didn't really like the winter aesthetic as much, so it wasn't really something that I needed. But now that like the nostalgia has built up and it's gotten a little bit older, I definitely wanted to have the full set of all 3 in my collection. I love how like you can see the same logo on all of their arms there. They all have that like badge with like the lightning bolt through it. That looks really cool. If we look at their other arms, here we can see they all actually have the same rank insignia on their right arms as well. That is really cool how like the design is like so consistent between all of them. Here's what the back prints look like on all 3 of them. The back prints also have just really nice detail. I never actually noticed on the Winter Commando there's like an actual gun in a holster on the back there as well. That looks really cool. One thing that I really wish they had added, just looking at all 3 of these together, and I think it's probably a reason why I passed on the Winter Commando back in the day, is they didn't have a printed helmet or anything cool on the head. They just kind of used the official Lego like beanie piece. So I do think that would have actually, if they had like a printed helmet on there or something, or maybe even printed like a logo on this beanie piece, or maybe some winter camo on a white one, I think I definitely would have bought this back in the day. But I think that's one of the main reasons why I kind of passed on it, because it didn't really have the same look as these ones did with like the printing on the helmet piece. They did include the printed gun on this one though, so I think that's probably why they didn't do any printing on the helmet, was because they kind of were probably getting to be too expensive if they did the gun and the helmet. And lastly, here's just what all 3 of the cards looked like for these minifigures. I didn't take these out of the bag because I don't want to risk damaging them, because the bag is like the perfect size and it's kind of hard to take the card out. But this is the jungle one, this is the Special Operations Commando, the first one, and then we have the Winter Commando right there. So as you can see that like the same like similar design is used on all 3 of the cards, and there was 500 made of each of them. I will just say special thanks to the guy that sold me this minifigure and all the stuff in the back there. I paid a good amount for it because I don't want to feel bad about it, but I think that he definitely still gave me definitely a good deal on it, and plus all the other stuff in the back. He gave me a good deal on that stuff too, so special thanks to him for selling me all of this stuff. And be sure to leave a comment down below if you guys got any of these Citizen Brick minifigures back in the day when they officially came out. If you did, that probably means that you're a real OG in the Lego community, and you probably are a real OG in the Lego Flickr community as well, because that's really the only way you would have found out about these. And be sure to leave a like on the video if you guys enjoyed it, and be sure to subscribe to my channel for more custom Lego mocks, unboxings, reviews, and more. And I will see you guys in the next video.